to back. I like that record. I'ma get back to that for the record.
He warned him he was going to do it, and he did it. Kendrick Lamar goes back to back on Drake, dropping a new diss track, 616 in LA, just 2 days after dropping the first one, Euphoria. There's been chatter going on in the industry for a long time that Drake has his response ready to go, that he's ready to push the red button and send the nukes. Allegedly, it's going to drop tonight, Saturday, but he waited too long and let Kendrick Lamar slide in there and beat him at his own game. Mr. Back-to-Back himself just got back-to-backed. Now, the record itself, 616 in LA. In the beginning, there's some weird shit. The first minute is kind of bizarre. There's always a chunk of a Kendrick Lamar song that's like, dude, just shut up. When he's doing his crying voice. What is that crying voice? Or the alien robot noises. And he's doing some artsy shit. It's like, shut up. He did that with Euphoria too. But then when he gets going, he gets going. 616 in LA. They flipped the Al Green sample. Great beat. And the entire song is basically Kendrick Lamar saying that everyone in your entourage, Drake, is sick of you. That all of your team are yes men, that they are preying on your downfall, and even the guys closest to you are sick of you and want to see you lose this battle. It's the sort of shit that sends a shiver down your spine if you're Drake and makes you rethink everything if there's truth to it. It sounds to me like this is I've got some dirt on you type shit. Like someone inside the camp has told him that there is on good authority, this is what's going on. This doesn't just seem like I've been watching from a distance and I can tell this is how your crew moves. And usually, it's the females. The downfall of every rapper is usually a woman that he's fucked because there's a lot of pillow talk in the rap game, and they all fuck the same girls all the time. So, one guy gets a little loose lips about how he's stressed out at work at the studio because Drake does this and says that, and next thing you know, she fucks this guy and that guy and that guy, and next thing you know, Kendrick Lamar knows how all of OVO can't stand Drake anymore and they want to see him falter. Now, there's no doubt in my mind that there's some truth to that, because when you get to the level Drake is at, that's just how it goes. Your entourage grows, your circle grows. There are yes men, there are phony people. We're talking about the rap industry. Built on ego and machismo, and it's all just testosterone. And I'm sure there are guys who would stab Drake right in the back or right in the front and gladly take his place if they could, or spit on his grave the day that he dies, because that's just how this works. You've been in the game for 15 years. You put out tons of albums, toured forever. I'm sure there are people you've burned bridges. I'm sure there are relationships you've ruined. And there are definitely people who would love to see Drake finally fall. But if it's as close to him as Kendrick is insinuating, that's a different story. That's the kind of thing that makes you rethink everything. Where he's saying the two closest guys to you, even they're sick of your lifestyle, and they think you're a bad person, and they think you deserve to lose this battle. That's the sort of shit that Drake, a guy who we know is emotional and in his feelings and definitely has his insecurities, would maybe all of a sudden be like, wait a minute, what? You know, a guy who's always talking about loyalty and love and emotion, thinking that these guys are all my friends, and then finding out that maybe they're not. That's the sort of shit that can be an absolute mindfuck to a guy like Drake. Now, as for the song itself, 616 in LA, people are going bananas with the 616 and what it means. They're saying it's Tupac's birthday. They're saying it's Father's Day in Canada. They're saying it's the day that O.J. Simpson's murder trial began, and it's the day that Nicole Simpson's funeral happened, and that's why the black glove is the album cover art. They're saying Euphoria started on June 16, 2019, and that all of these things together are the quintuple entendre that Drake was asking Kendrick to give him. And no, I'm sure there's some meaning to 616, and I'm sure one of these things may even be true, but there's no way that Kendrick was like, it's Father's Day in Canada, but it's also when Nicole Brown got laid to rest. No. Kendrick Lamar doesn't just get credit for everything that happened on 616. But what he does get credit for is Jack Antonoff is the producer of this song. So when Drake put out his tailor-made freestyle, Kendrick replied with a song that is literally now tailor-made. Now, as for Drake, what does he do? Like I said, there's been a lot of chatter that he has a record ready to go. He probably had to do a rewrite to respond to some things in Euphoria. Definitely got to do a rewrite now to respond to some things in 616 in LA. If I'm Drake, I want to get out there because I do not want to give Kendrick Lamar the chance to be the first guy to ever go back to back to back. And Kendrick has already said he could go on forever about this guy. On the other hand, it's very dangerous to go to war if you don't have your house in order. So if there is a mole, you can't be going to battle knowing that somebody in your own house might be ratting you out. But the thing is, if Drake takes some time to pause to even address that, it's almost like conceding that it might be true. Because if you were totally confident in your guys, you would be like, that's just rumor, that's just bullshit. Those are lies I've been hearing forever, but my dogs are my dogs and we are locked. But if you take the time to be like, hold on a second, we got to smoke this guy out, and it means you don't know who it is, and you didn't know what was going on, well, in that regard, you already kind of confirm what Kendrick was saying. So, do you go quick and not even let 616 in LA bother you? Or do you say, wait a minute, I got to address this first? Very interesting stuff on that front. Someone's going to win, someone's going to lose, but the hip-hop fans, we win.